Hey guys, this is Valentina, your local Argentinian Spanish tutor. Welcome back to another video where I give you all the best tips and tricks to perfect your Spanish. Today is a really rainy day here in Buenos Aires City. A storm called Santa Rosa is passing through. So we decided to stay in and use our time to talk to you about articles, prepositions, and contractions in Spanish. So with no further ado, let's get on with the video. It's important to remember that all nouns in Spanish are preceded by articles. You will choose the correct one depending on if it's a feminine or masculine noun, if it's plural or singular, and if it's specific or general. Number 1. Feminine and masculine nouns. All nouns in Spanish are either masculine or feminine. This is one of the characteristics that makes Spanish very different from English. There is a clue that you can follow to determine if a noun is masculine or feminine, and that is if it ends in A or if it ends in O. However, this is not a rule and therefore it doesn't always apply. But let's see some examples. La casa. Casa ends in A and is a feminine noun. El edificio. Edificio ends in O and it's a masculine noun. La fuente, for example, ends in E, but it's still a feminine noun. La canción, which ends in ON, is a feminine noun. So ultimately, practice will give you the answer to whether a noun is feminine or masculine. Number 2. Plural or singular. This part is very easy and very similar to English. To make a word plural, you will add s at the end of the word, or es if the word ends in a consonant. Number 3. Specific or general. This works the same way it does in English with the and a. The being specific and a being general. Now let's take a look at those articles. El, singular, masculine, specific. Los, plural, masculine, specific. La, feminine, singular, specific. Las, plural, feminine, specific. Un, singular, masculine, general. Unos, plural, masculine, general. Una, singular, feminine, general. And unas, plural, feminine, general. Now let's talk about two of the most often used prepositions. De and a. We use preposition de in the following situations. To indicate possession. Basically to indicate that something belongs to someone. El coche de Luna, el padre de Lucas. To indicate a relationship between two things. For example, a date, 25 de mayo, May the 25th. Or España's capital, la capital de España. Also to express time, but general, not specific. De noche, de día. This one is often replaced with por and its corresponding article. Number 5, to describe characteristics, what something is made of or its content. For example, tarta de manzana o una botella de agua. And also comparisons and superlatives. For example, she is the smartest of them all would be ella es la más inteligente de todas. Preposition a, on the other hand, has multiple meanings. It can mean in, at, on, by, from, and sometimes it can even be literally translated. But there are a few situations when you have to use it. Here is a guide so you never mix it up again. Use it to express movement or location. Vamos a casa. ¿Por qué no vamos a la playa? These are all examples where we are moving around. Also to express time. Te veo a las 3. Quedamos a las 5. We use it before a verb in the infinitive form, like when we are expressing to something that's going to take place in the future. For example, voy a ir. And also manners and methods like llegamos a tiempo. Voy a ir a verte. mixed it twice. Did you catch it? And number 3, Spanish contractions. Fortunately, there are only 2 contractions in the Spanish language, del and al. We use del whenever we have preposition de and article el next to each other. For example, volví del trabajo. We use al whenever we have preposition a and article el next to each other. For example, vamos al súper. It's important to remember that even though in English contractions are optional and also very common, like do not, don't, in Spanish they are not. To say de él or a él would be grammatically incorrect in most cases. The exception to the rule is when article el is part of the noun itself. For example, El Salvador. In that case, we would say vamos a El Salvador. Okay guys, and that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. We have to go now because Santa Rosa is about to hit and we're kind of outside and it's not gonna go well for us if we stay here. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Also share it with a friend, a family member, or a colleague that's learning Spanish to make their day. Don't forget that the first demo lesson in OCTB is for free, so you can check it out and see if it works for you. Hopefully it will. Start learning Spanish with native Spanish speakers like me, and I'll see you there. Nos vemos. Mwah.